Yo, welcome to episode 3, Connecting Content Podcast. Here with co-host Mansa, and I'm Brian. If y'all haven't seen any of our other podcasts,
yeah. I'm a little bit hungover, so we're going to get this thing.
He partied.
It's going to ride. I'm going to let Brian lead the way.
I partied too, by the way.
Huh?
I partied too, by the way. I turned up.
You partied?
Yeah, me and my wife had margaritas and watched something on Hallmark. What'd you do?
Crazy.
How was your Saturday night different than mine?
Shit. Technically, it's still going because I think I'm still a little drunk, but
That's okay.
It is what it is, man. It was a great night, though. We had a lot of fun. It was my friend's event, so I went to that to go support in Killeen. I don't know if you ever been to Killeen before?
I work in Killeen all the time.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I'm up there doing IT jobs.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It was in a part of town that was a little bit I wish I had my strap on me, but I was like
You survived.
Yeah, I survived, man. I'm glad I Ubered for sure though, cause god damn.
I wish you should have had the camera on. We could have got some good content out of that.
It probably would have, cause it was definitely an event. It was Jamaican event, so like
okay.
Yeah, all the music was like some Bob Marley type shit, but it was dope though, man. I had a lot of fun. So shout out my boy O. I appreciate you for inviting me out, man. We had a great time, but I'm suffering for it today for sure because I don't do none of that no more. I'm a dad, and I'm usually in the house on Saturday nights.
Yeah.
Not watching Hallmark.
Watching Hallmark? You'll get there, don't worry.
No, I never want to be there. Like
you'll be watching Elsa though. You got a 3-year-old.
I watch
so you watch kids.
I watch all that. All
Elsa?
the Disney movies. I watch all the Netflix cartoons and stuff. I'm on that now. Now that I get down with. But
that's awesome.
What we got going on today,
let's
bro?
Let's get into it. We're gonna kind of continue what we talked about last time, just AI and creating content and authenticity, and what does that look like going forward? What does that look like with regards to algorithms and optimization, and how different platforms are going to select content for us to watch based on the algorithm? And I was actually kind of happy to, in my research, what I found, and I found that it's not going to be pure AI. So pure AI is not really what is going to, at least from the research, and yet it's not going to dominate. You're still going to need the human touch. You're still going to need HI. We're still going to need human intelligence. It's going to be a hybrid of human intelligence, artificial intelligence, teaming up to create content.
How long do you think that's going to be, though?
Until the Matrix takes full swing, until we're just all batteries. No, I don't think that's ever going to happen.
I don't know.
I'm not a doomsdayer, but I think that, I guess I could see it going either way, but for now anyway, we are still going to need that human touch and that human oversight, which is great. So I don't know if don't be afraid, just understand it. Understand how you can use it to create your content,
right.
And understand that. So I'll just real quick. Here's how I understand what I've researched, that Google, for example, optimizes their search engine. They optimize it basically based on experience, expertise, authenticity, and trustworthiness. So EETA is how they're optimizing and selecting content. So it does require that human authenticity and that trustworthiness that AI can't exactly duplicate yet.
Right.
I mean, I'll be talking to, whatever the chat box is, and it completely misses it sometimes. So you can't go pure AI. You can't even go pure AI when you're collaborating with it. You have to check yourself. You have to wait a second, that doesn't sound right. You said this, but here's what I understand. Or you said this, but then you said this, and it'll correct itself. So you can't go full autopilot on AI, which I was happy to hear that.
You can't go for retard.
You can't. Never go full AI, bro.
Never go for AI.
Never go full AI. All
Shout
right.
out Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr.
That's
You know,
classic.
he played. This movie hasn't come out yet. When I was doing my Hollywood thing and doing background acting and stuff, I did a day on a film called All Star Weekend that Jamie Foxx directed. It's like his directorial debut. It hasn't come out yet. This is purely speculation. I don't know.
Wait a minute, you were in a movie that Jamie Foxx directed?
Yeah, but I didn't have like an actual proper speaking role. I was just doing like background work.
That's
I was
awesome,
doing
bro.
like it was really fun. Yeah, it was like you know, I was portraying somebody on a red carpet or something like that. So it was kind of cool because I got to be one-on-one with Mr. Fox a little bit, as much as like, hey, stand
Mr.
there.
Fox.
All right, you're on a red carpet. You know, you're a movie star. Blah blah blah, whatever. And he was funny. He was really funny.
It's Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, he was out there and he
Yeah.
was smelling his thumb. He's like, I think I smell Snapchat thumbs. Y'all put those Snapchat thumbs away. It was hilarious, dude. It was really cool. But in that film, I know that he has Robert Downey Jr. portraying a Hispanic man, going full Hispanic face, like he did in Tropic Thunder, but this time Hispanic face. And I just wonder, in the era that we went through, if they were having a hard time getting it distributed, because Tropic Thunder came out before COVID and before, you know, really the rise
I
of
think
wokeness.
Tropic
And
Thunder came out like what, 2008, 7-ish, something like that.
right, it came out in an era where you could get away with Robert Downey Jr. doing what he did in that film.
I think
Which,
he
let me
could
ask you,
get
how do
away
you
with
feel
that
about it?
now, though.
Yeah,
I think he could get away with that now because he played it
Yeah.
so well. Like it was,
yeah.
even as a black man, like I laughed so hard at that shit.
So
bro.
you weren't
Like,
offended,
I was
you
like,
weren't
should I be
yeah.
offended? But he was like,
He made
I
you laugh.
fucking love that movie, dude. That shit
Yeah.
was hilarious, man. But I think he could get away with that now because he played it so well.
How about over the last couple years, though?
Even the last couple of years, I don't know.
He could get
That
away
was
with
a
it for
different
you,
time,
but
man.
could he get away with it with a distribution company, or would Netflix buy it, or would like? That's what I'm wondering. Is like, why hasn't this come out yet? Because that was like done back in 18 or something, 2019. Whenever I was in Hollywood.
It's Hollywood though. Like a lot of movies get made and but get shelved though.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
so
Jamie Foxx and Robert Downey Jr. Like, their stuff's got to get out. So I'm like, why is this one not getting out? I wonder if it's because it was too
I don't think it was because
edgy for Hollywood at the time.
It was a super edgy movie.
Well, I'm just saying Robert Downey Jr. did play a Hispanic man in the
But
film.
that's
He
not
put
so
on.
far fetched though. And because he could pull it out. If he
Oh, you can pull anything
that
off. He
dude
pulled
played
out
a
Charlie
dude playing another
Chaplin.
dude disguised as another
Another
dude,
dude.
I think he would have got away with it, man. I think he would have got away with it.
Well, I feel the same way.
Yeah.
I hope that movie comes out.
I
I'll
hope
pause
it do too, man. I
I'll
would
pause
love
it
to
back.
see
Look,
you.
Mom, that's me.
I would love
She
to
back
see
that
you in
blur back there?
That'd be-
Yeah, that's me.
That'd
I
be
made
fine.
it, Mom.
What year did y'all shoot that?
I think it was back in like 2019 or something.
It could
2018,
still
2019, something like that.
It could, shit, 6 years ago. I don't know. It might not be. It might not be seeing the light of day. But
Yeah, it may not. And I was just kind of wondering why, but
I would watch that though. But
digress.
yeah. So back to the topic though.
digress. Yes. So I was happy to hear that. What are your thoughts, feelings, opinions? How does that make you feel, Jeremy?
How does what make me feel?
That we're not going full AI.
I think it makes me feel cool right now. Like it makes me feel like I can still. It's still time for me to make something happen. Because I feel like eventually AI is going to take over everything. I feel like corporation companies, it's just too much of a convenient way to save money. Like, and not having to pay humans. Like, they don't need to eat. They don't need to drink. They don't need to take breaks. They don't even need lights. Like,
They need electricity, though.
electricity. Hey.
And cool.
Hey.
Yeah,
But do
need
they?
electricity. Yeah. Well, yeah, sure, of course. They're always going to need some kind of power source to run the AI data centers. Sure.
Damn.
They're
I
always
didn't
going to
think
need
about
that.
that. So you can just
Yeah.
unplug the
Until they
world.
turn us into batteries. Until we go full matrix. But even we put off electricity.
Damn, I never thought about that.
Eh.
Like yeah, you turn off the power source, the AI wouldn't exist.
It wouldn't
work.
exist. Here's an interesting concept. What if AI hits its peak and it is taking over and there's some kind of crazy electromagnetical storm that completely wipes all of these AI data centers?
All you would need is like what's it called, a EMP?
That's what I'm talking about. An
Yeah.
electromagnetic storm that just completely wipes out these data centers. And now we're back to the Stone Age.
But I think that's gonna be like the
That'd be
way
cool.
wars are gonna be won in the future. Like
Yeah, that's a good point. If you can
Yeah.
shut down their AI.
just shut down
Yeah.
everything and people go back to
Yeah.
the Stone Ages to writing shit down.
Yep.
When's the last time? Like, you know what makes me mad sometimes, bro? Like, this
What?
is random as fuck though. But
Let's
sorry to get off topic.
Let's hear it.
You know how we had to practice cursive in grade school?
Dude, I was literally just talking about this.
That shit makes me like, I think about it sometimes like, you wasting my fucking time.
Yeah.
Like, I could have been,
Yeah,
I haven't used cursive ever, bro.
How do you do a capital F in cursive? I was trying to figure out the capital F
I don't
in
even
cursive.
remember
I know
how to do it. The only thing I remember how to do like the S's, the
yeah, the
I's,
S's are kind of cool. The I.
like the L's, of course.
Yeah,
but
L's are easy,
the
little
J,
loop.
because it's in my name.
I think I know how to do a J.
Like,
Yeah, I know how to do a J.
I use a J in my signature. So,
Right.
like, yeah.
Yeah, my signature is cursive too, basically.
Right, but that's all
Yeah.
we use it for. But now you
Right.
could just write it one time in your, what's it, Adobe,
Sure. Yeah, you got your digital signature. Capture
you
that.
dig
And
in
you
it
just,
and
yeah.
it's just go. But that, I don't know, that was just a random thought, but that shit makes me so mad.
That was a waste of time, as were many things in school.
Like, they really made us sit there and practice for hours. Don't write cursive, and we ain't used that shit since, bro.
That's
and I mean,
hilarious.
we were already using computers, so it was like, you didn't have foresight? Like, bro, like, what the fuck?
Yo, this teacher just smoking cigarettes and drinking
Smoking
coffee in the break room. Yeah, give him another hour.
In the
Wear
break.
him out a little bit.
Goodness gracious, bro. All those paperworks. But anyway, how do I feel
Topic.
about it, bro?
Yeah.
I feel useful. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like we still have time to where we can create and make things happen
Yeah.
for ourselves and be useful still.
Definitely.
Like that's the only thing about AI that's, even though I love it and I use it for a lot of things in my everyday life, as far as budgeting and different things of that nature, I still feel like we have time to be useful, to create, to be human.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because I believe they're trying to take all that away from us, like just the human aspect.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I
Yeah.
feel useful. I would say
Good.
that.
Oh, good. No, I felt the same way. It was kind of an empowering thing to come across. So, topic number 2. Let's go. Okay, your 2,000 word blog is dead. Here's a 15-second eulogy. So basically, everything is going to be it's going to be bite size. That's the way people are going to consume your content. No one's going to sit down and listen to you unless have a really big platform. What's interesting though, as I'm saying this, live streaming, it's slightly different though than what I'm talking about. I'm talking about actual prepared content. Nobody's sitting down and watching the hour-long special, unless it's Dave Chappelle's latest stand-up. But that's not the rule. For most creators, it's going to be creating that hour-long, 30-minute-long, whatever. Even this podcast we're doing right now, we're going to break this down into little bite-sized pieces, and that's how an audience is going to digest it. Right. So if you're going to create long-form, medium-form, you have to think about, how do I break this down into little 15-second clips that are kind of plotted along so that an audience can get the gist of the full form, but they can just little 15 seconds here, and they get through it that way rather than just sitting down. And I think if those 15-second clips are good enough, there'll be a percentage of the audience that will say, yeah, okay, I'll sit down and watch the whole thing now.
I'm
but
saying
it'll start with the chunks or
that's how
bits.
it's been for a while though.
Yeah.
That's the only way I consume content. I only watch
Yeah.
like I rather watch the 8 minute little thing, the 5 minute little clip, and then if it's interesting enough to me, I'll go watch the full thing. So
Right.
like I watch like a bunch of different podcasts, but I never watch the full things. Like I always watch them in clips. Might end up being the full thing by the time I'm finished with all the clips.
Right.
But I just feel like, okay, I only want to hear about this topic right here, right now, or
Yeah.
I only want to like see what they think about this. I don't want
Right.
to have to go. I'm not finna sit down for an hour. I don't have that much time, you
No,
know.
neither do
So
I.
time is like for grown-ups and busy people. Watching a full podcast, just sitting there is like few in between.
It has to be something very specific
Yeah.
that is really,
It got to be
unique to
people
you.
that are very interesting and
Yeah.
that you as an individual find interesting and that
Yeah.
you want to actually know more about or what they think about a specific topic.
Yeah, like Huberman. Dr. Huberman's a good example because he is
I have no idea
very.
who that is.
He's and basically he talks about all things kind of science based. He can go anywhere. He has a bunch of different people on his podcast. I specifically really like the one where he talked about sleep, the science of sleep. So I watched that whole episode because that was of interest to me. And he's humble, but he's also kind of an expert. But he's humble about being an expert and bringing on other experts that
Of
are pretty
sleep?
humble too. Yeah, with sleep science, how you sleep, best sleep supplements. Yeah, it was really interesting, but to the point that that's how it is. I don't really watch anything else he does. I maybe watched a few other things, but that one meant something to me. So I sat down and watched the full thing.
Right. Do you take sleep supplements?
Definitely. Magnesium 3 and 8. Just like a quick little hack. Magnesium 3 and 8, not melatonin. Melatonin will put you under, but you'll come back up. Magnesium 3 and 8, for real. It breaks the blood-brain barrier.
But like, why?
Because it helps you relax. It slows your mind down, breaks the blood-brain barrier. Magnesium 3 and 8, apigenin, which is it's a derivative of something, I forget. But apigenin, and then even kiwi, something about kiwi with the skin on. And then there was one more.
Kiwi with the skin on
Yeah,
is
kiwi.
crazy.
No, really. And
sounds
then
insane.
theanine, L-theanine was another one.
With the skin? What do you mean with the skin? So you
Something
just eat
about-
a kiwi, you just bite that shit?
Yeah. I mean, you can cut it up, but whatever. But yeah, you eat the kiwi with the skin on.
And you
Something
leave the
about in the
hairy
kiwi.
skin?
Yeah. And it helps you sleep. But definitely the magnesium 3 and 8.
It works for you, though?
100%. Yeah. If you're having a problem sleeping, anyways, we continue to digress, but yes. But the point is, I got that from his long form, but he hooked me with a little 20-second clip where he was talking about sleep. I go, oh, I'm going to watch the full thing because this means something to me. Right. Is the 2,000-word blog is dead. Here's your 15-second eulogy.
Right.
And
We
that's how it
definitely going to
is.
revisit this kiwi with the skin on. But
I'm going to eat one live on the podcast, and we'll see if I'm still awake by the end of it.
all right, cool.
I think I will be.
No, but yeah, I think that's the way majority of people consume all content these days. Everything is fast. Everything is like you only get a person's attention span for a short period of time. So the short form content is going to be more impactful. So that's why when you make long form, you try and put things in there that can be clipped up in there.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, even with this podcast, right? We want to do the podcast, but we're going to make chapters for it, right? We make the chapters so people know they can skip to here, skip to there. But like, I feel like you got to integrate that type of stuff into your content because it's the only way people are going to really consume it. Now they're going to start watching clips, and they might start watching the full thing. You know what I mean? Or they might go to a live show or something of that nature. But
Yeah.
I feel like if you don't have those clips and reels, then you're not going to survive on the internet because
Yeah.
it's too much stuff out here.
Right.
It's too many people creating and too many people doing things. So if so many people are doing things, it's taking a piece of everybody's attention span.
Right.
You know what I mean? So everybody's getting a little piece here, piece there, or
Right.
whatever. And then the great ones, they get like a Joe Rogan or something, might have a 3-hour podcast. But
Right.
people are going to sit there and, because Joe Rogan has earned that credibility to demand someone's time for that long.
And he has on a guest that
I
has
guess,
also
yeah,
earned
that
that
are super
credibility.
interesting and people want to
Right.
hear about. Right.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yep. So one thing real quick, live, people still will watch live
Yeah.
for longer durations of time, and I think that's because live is unpredictable. If I'm watching something that, like a podcast that's already been produced or some produced content, it's kind of like it doesn't have that raw, unpredictable, anything could happen at any minute kind of vibe that live does. So I think that's why live maybe works better for holding people's attention, because there is that element of like, oh shit, anything can happen at any minute. And maybe that keeps people engaged rather than produce content.
I don't know if it's so much that. I feel like it's more like when people are watching live, they feel like they're a part of it. They're like
True.
a part of whatever is going on. So they're
True.
interacting in the chats and stuff. It make you
Yeah,
feel
right.
like you're a part of the show.
Yeah.
So like I know I watch some live stuff like Corey Holcomb
Corey
or
Holcomb.
whatever.
Yeah.
He's a comic or whatever, but I watch his live podcasts and stuff like that sometimes. But and yeah, the people in the chats engage. They engage with the chat. So it
Right.
makes you feel like you've been a part of whatever the show, the podcast, or the platform that you're viewing. So
Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah. Yeah, they feel connected.
yeah, like
Connecting content.
that keeping people engaged is that's why streaming is like so big
Yeah.
now, because people feel like they're walking with you in your everyday life. They feel like they are literally like with you. You know what I mean? Because you're in it. It's
Yeah.
chat, this, chat that. You know what I mean? So it's
Yep.
like they're engaging with their audience at all times. So it makes people, even if they're in their room by themselves, they're
True.
viewing this. They're feeling like, okay, I'm out with
Yeah.
Duke Dennis or Casanat or Drewski
Yeah.
or something like that, or I Show Speed. Like they feel like they with them, like they're going with them. You know what I mean?
You know what's funny about ISO speed? I thought he was talking about like ISO on a camera. Like, you can set your ISO to a certain.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I thought it's like ISO speed. Like, I was like, you could turn your ISO speed up, you could turn it down, get kind of that blurry effect, that Saving Private Ryan effect, depending on how you mess with the ISO. But no, it's ISO speed. Anyways, but let's segue real quick to feeling into something, connecting content, and how that's what we're doing. That's our platform, is to build community, is to make people feel like they're a part of it. So we're going to integrate things in like live chat.
But not
And
just feel like they're a part of it, they actually
a part
will
of
be
it.
a part of it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So yeah, that is a big thing with our platform. We actually want to engage with you and actually want to
Yep.
like grow with you, like
Yeah.
grow with other content creators and people of similar backgrounds and different backgrounds or whatever, like from all across the world. So yeah, that's gonna be a big part of our platform is
Yeah.
collabing and with the audience, with the viewers, with other content creators and stuff like that. So
Yep.
yeah, I agree with that 1000%. But
Cool.
I don't know, man. I feel like if you're not collabing with your audience, it's going to be hard to grow, though. I feel like even with your merch and all that type of stuff, people have to have something that they could get to be a part of what you're doing. Like,
Yeah.
so they could.
The more input you take, uh, up to a certain point, it's really, I think it's important. Like even letting an audience, listen to like, well, what do you want for merch? Like, what do you think about this design? You vote on the design, or what would you like to see? Like, submit your ideas to us so that we can generate something cool for you. So yeah, that, like you're saying with regards to live, is that you're part of it. You're connected to that content in a real
Absolutely.
way.
Absolutely. I
It's
think that connection is super important, man. That's like for any business, in any field that you're in, that connection, that human connection, that audience
yeah,
connection is super important to your growth. I feel like
yeah,
if people can identify with you and can't grow with you or
yeah,
feel like they're growing with you, then it's going to be hard to get that emotional engagement that you need to be,
yeah.
I don't know, successful.
It's almost like the more technology and politics and whatever tries to divide us, the more the human spirit uh, just revolts against that and wants to feel connected to other human beings and not be separated by these, technologies that can isolate us or, whatever, So I think that
Mm,
human spirit is
that's real.
really going to be the driver behind success with your content, creating a content and a community rather that is solid and will grow and will be meaningful, is you bringing who you are as a human into it, which kind of segues us into the next topic, which is your intern. But before we segue, anything else you want to say on that one?
Yeah, I was going to.
Yeah.
So you don't think there's no chance humans can be replaced then, right?
No. Nope. I don't think so. I think the human soul cannot be digitized. It can be, copied, and you can do an impression of it, but it can never be digitized. And that humanity is always going to, like we're talking about, it's going to revolt against that. It's never going to really register. Like, love is a real thing. I think love is a real thing. I don't think it's an arbitrary thing. I think it is a real thing in the foundation of reality. So therefore, you can never digitize that. And the human soul will always be searching for that and will always overcome whatever gets in its way, because it's like homeostasis. It's like your body is always, you cut your finger, it's always going to try to heal. You cut the human soul off from connecting to other human souls, it's going to try to overcome that. It's going to try to heal. So I'm not worried about that. I mean, will there be a battle? Will there be a fight? Of course, there always is. But I think love will overcome. Love is the answer.
Yeah, I get that. I don't know, man. I'm not as. I think between technology and the government, like not to be on no type of conspiracy type stuff, but I think people gonna be they're gonna try and force people in the house, like and just
Yeah.
live through your monitors, your TVs, your phones, your devices. I
Yeah.
think ordering whatever your groceries from online, ordering whatever you need from online,
Yeah.
and I feel like everybody they trying to turn everything. Oh man, I don't want to dive into that. Listen, it's gonna go down a rabbit hole. I don't want to get into all that, but I'm just trying to. I don't.
I hear what you're saying, but I think the beach ball effect is going to come into play, where it's like the more you try to push the beach ball underwater,
And it's gonna keep bouncing back. Yeah.
yeah, the more you push it, the more it's going to violently
Excuse me.
surface and break through.
Need some more water. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't. I agree
Let me
with
hook
that
you up.
though. I do agree with that. I just don't see how like with all the technology and everything that's going on and everything that's happening. I appreciate it.
You got it.
I don't see how we can like stop it because people are too much.
We
You
definitely
know,
cannot stop it. We have to coexist with it.
but see, I don't think people. Yeah, coexisting with it for sure. But how are we gonna stop it from taking over when people aren't that educated on it or even care that much about it? You know what I mean? Like you and me, yeah, we kind of work in these uh, tech spaces and stuff like that, right?
True. Yeah.
So yeah,
We're
we get it,
mindful
we
of
see
it.
it, but the everyday person who's not really thinking about it, They're just
Right.
gonna be. It's just gonna be like a wave that comes on them, and it's just not. They're just gonna see it coming out of nowhere. So,
So
how do you combat that? Like, combat.
grapevine, through the grapevine. If you're listening right now and you understand this stuff and you understand what's coming, understand it, educate yourself, and then try to help those people that you can, in a way that, they can, one,
I
don't
don't
be
think
afraid
people
of it.
care though.
Well,
I think people.
they'll care when it really starts to affect their lives. When they start to get, this is kind of dark, but like they're going to be able to, and they already can, replicate like a person so real that it looks like them and sounds like them. And like you need to understand that because like they're going to send you videos of like, I don't want to say it, but they're going to send you videos that are going to freak you out. And like you need to understand like, oh, this is just an AI
Right,
scam.
right.
Like you need to understand where it's at and what it is. Otherwise, it will come for you in a sense. But once you understand what it is, and you'll be okay. You'll be like, okay, this isn't real. This is like some AI generated whatever. I don't need to freak out over this and let this upset my whole day. You know.
You know what's gonna be crazy? I think they're gonna create AI to search for AI. You know what I mean?
Oh,
They probably
definitely.
already have it, but I mean,
Yeah.
like, it's gonna be super important. Like, we're gonna need AI to combat AI in the future.
100%.
Like, cause the videos and being able to create,
Yeah, AI
take folks'
detection.
voices. You
Yeah.
can take like from
Yeah.
a phone call. They could take your voice. They could take your, you know what I mean, with the face. We have on our
They
phones
could
face
rip it right
recognition.
off of this podcast right now.
Exactly.
They're
And they
creating
can
a digital Jeremy right now.
don't do that. Don't put that out there. We don't need that.
I
All
need
right.
that.
No, but oh no.
But they will use AI to combat AI, and we'll just all be sitting back and eating potato chips and letting AI do our fights, battle for us.
From the
We're all gonna
time.
be like royalty with like our like champions fighting on our behalf,
Shit,
Game of Thrones style.
that'd be crazy. Like from the time we were kids, like we both in our 30s, right?
I'm almost 40. I'll be 40 and I'll be 40 next Thursday. My birthday's on Thanksgiving.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Oh
we're all
crap.
going out to
Okay.
this
I'm
really
right
nice
behind you,
restaurant.
but I'm
After
just
you're
saying.
coming, by the way, Friday after Thanksgiving, we're all going out
Yeah.
to this restaurant.
On Black Friday, you turn 40.
No, on Thursday,
Oh, so it's
the
on
day before.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's on
Oh
Thanksgiving,
crap.
but on Black Friday, we're all going out to
Do
this
you
really
get
good Mexican restaurant.
where?
It's in Round Rock. I forget the name of it. It's so good though.
I don't know. But
Sorry. All right, jump back on. What are you saying?
yeah. Uh, from the time we were kids, right? Because we're around the same age. If you thought like technology boomed from like 2008 to now
Yeah,
has been so crazy, like I feel like,
yeah,
and we're not even seeing what the government has because they're always like 20, 30 years ahead of us. You know what I mean? From the stuff that they get to what we get. I can only imagine what my daughter, her high school years are going to be
yeah.
in like another, like 10 years.
Yeah.
Like, what is her high school going to look like? Are they even going to go to
Right.
school? Or are they just, everything's going to be online? You know? That's what I
Yeah.
feel like. Everything's just going to be online. Like, you can just go pick your courses out online. It's going to be like a freaking
Or virtual, where you just put on one of those VR headsets and
a
boom,
VR headset where
you're
everybody's
all
in the
in
classroom.
class. Yeah.
Exactly.
You're sharing a digital space, a virtual space. It could. I guess it's really up to. Is it really up to us? I don't know. It's up to us to the degree that we want to participate, and I think there'll always be options to not participate. Hopefully, I don't know.
I believe you're right. I hope you're right. But anyway, though, I keep on taking this off track, bro.
Your
That's the next
intern,
topic. My
topic
bad.
3, all good. Your intern just became your top influencer. So this speaks to like the hyper surreal nature of content and how We want to see the behind the scenes. We want to see the person who's not supposed to be in the spotlight. We want to relate to it in a very real way. We're not so interested in the polished, presenter who is the paid spokesperson, but who's the person, behind the scenes, pulling cable, or who's the person that's producing. Awkwardness is like, people love awkwardness, right? And that's what The Office was. That I love The Office, and it was it was real, hyper surreal, largely awkward people in real spaces doing real things, right?
Yeah.
So that's what people want to see in content, and I like to see that kind of stuff in content as well. So, I think that's where content is. That's just where it is.
Right.
In those little 15-second clips, and there's things that I see that I'm like, that didn't even make sense to me, but it got millions of views. But what did make sense to me was like, that was just completely real. Like, there was nothing polished about that, and it hit a nerve. It didn't hit a nerve for me, but it hit a nerve for a lot of people. So, that is kind of, again, speaking to the little things that are just so easily digestible. And if it's really raw, if it's very, very surreal, and it touches on something that's specific to me, I'm going to be able to digest it right away, and it's going to immediately strike a chord within me that's going to make me feel something. And it's kind of what is happening. Jolt my nervous system right now.
What you say?
I mean, like, jolt your nervous system right now.
Oh,
like,
jolt your nervous system.
Touch on something right now, And the more surreal, hyper real it is, the less layers there are between us. There's no layers, and there's no production layers between us.
Right.
Yeah.
So, what specifically are you asking, though?
I didn't even really ask anything, did I? How do you feel about that? Let me default to like the most basic.
I was waiting on I was waiting on the question, but
No question. That was just. We're good. Yeah, but okay. Here is the question around that. What does it take to be able to do that? Because we put on productions, we put on characters, and all of these things to hide ourselves and to channel ourselves through these protective layers, right? So what does it really take to be that hyper real version of yourself on camera and share that as content with the world? It takes somebody who's, I think it takes somebody who's really just secure in themselves, somebody who maybe is really thinking about their audience and what does their audience want to see versus, I want to hide behind a mask.
I think like the biggest platforms are people just being organically themselves. So
Yes,
I feel like personality, either you have it or you don't. So it's like,
do you think I have personality?
I'm saying I believe you could be like monotone if you have a certain type of platform or whatever that's like conducive to that. But I believe if you really make a splash, you need some type of personality, and being yourself is like, if someone can see that you're organically yourself and you just like have that aura, for lack of a better word, but
even if you're monotone, if that is who you are,
if that's who you are, but on the right platform, though,
right?
It got to be like a platform that works with that. So like you look at what's that dude name that always wears like the suit with the tie? He wears a black suit, white shirt, black tie all the time, but he gives like interviews. He has like a buzz cut.
I don't know if I know that one.
Damn, I forgot his name. But he's like a big interviewer or whatever. He has like a bunch of
I may know who you're talking about.
But he's very monotone. Like he's very like.
Oh yeah, sure. Less
some Eaterman or Lex. His name's Lex or
Yeah.
something like that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I know who you're
Yeah,
talking
but
about.
he's
Sure.
very like, yeah, he
But
don't
he's
have like a big
so
personality.
but he's completely himself and he's
It's
really
him. It
thorough and
works
really
for him
thought
though, for
out.
that platform though,
Right.
because the type of stuff that they talk about and what he's
True.
going into, it's more of like a real serious discussion. So it's like
Right.
no need for a big personality. Let's just get the facts out here. That's
Yeah.
what people are tuning in for, type deal. So
Right.
I believe on the right platform, yeah. But as far as having that, what you talking about, I feel like you need personality. You need like organic personality. I think that resonates better with people when you bring your authentic self and like just it's you. Like when you look at
Right.
like probably the biggest streamer out right now, it's
ISO speed.
Casanat or whatever, right?
Yeah.
He's like the biggest,
Mm-hmm.
but his personality is very like it's very bubbly, like he's like super friendly, like or
Okay.
whatever. But that's just his personality. He shows himself like 24/7, like as him being him. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you need that type of personality. Or you look at a Drewski or somebody like that who's like one of the big content creators right now. It's like his natural personality is like frat boy type shit, but it works for him. You know what I
Right.
mean? So I don't know. I think it's a lot of different ways to go about it, man.
But keep it
That's the
real.
beauty about content, though, bro. Like nobody has to be a specific way. Like your audience just finds you.
Yeah.
So I don't think you need to be super energetic on something. I just think if you build the right platform for you
Mm-hmm.
that gets who you are out to the people the best way, I feel like it will connect. It's going you're going to find your audience. Now,
Right.
when you're trying to fake it or force something,
Right.
I feel like that's also going to show on camera. It's also going to show. So
Absolutely.
I
And
just
the algorithm in AI detection is so good that it can probably like detect when in somebody's voice, like a lie detector test, it can detect, is this person bullshitting us or is this really how they feel? Is this really what they think?
yeah,
And that's like that, the first topic, the expertise, experience, authenticity, trustworthiness.
right.
You got to have all those things going. So, yeah, that's good. Unless no, it's just it's period. It's good. Yeah,
Yeah, for sure, man.
just be
But
yourself. To thine own self be true.
yeah, for sure. Man, how can we? I'm trying to see, like in real time right now,
Hmm.
how we got to come up with like some way. I think we should take like audience questions, like just
Definitely, we should take audience questions.
in like real time right now, because I feel like connecting content on this platform, we need to be because we're growing,
Yeah.
as a tandem, as a duo, as a brand or platform or whatever. Like,
Right.
I feel like bringing people along for our journey
Yeah.
organically, it's gonna be
Right.
one of like the things that helps us connect. You know what I mean? So having those type of discussions and stuff like that on pod, I want to do more of that.
Yeah.
Like
Well, we got 2 seats here and 2 seats here. We could bring in some more people. They could just kind of riff with us as we go.
I'm
Ask
saying,
questions as we
we
go.
could definitely riff with people, and yeah, that'd be cool. But I'm also talking, yeah, like uh maybe like a live call segment or something. Y'all should
Yep.
write in the comments and let us know what type of best ways to engage with y'all. Like how would y'all prefer? Whether it's a
Yeah.
live stream, whether it's a call in, y'all write and ask questions or whatever.
Hmm.
We would love to hear back from y'all, and
Yep.
so we can, yeah, try and
We
find
can
out a
address
better
it.
way to engage. Be more like organic with our
Yeah.
delivery.
And we can address it on the next podcast, Sunday morning. I know maybe that's not the best time to go live, or maybe it is for you, but if it's not and you're watching this after the fact, still submit any questions, submit opinions, perspective, share what you're doing with us, and we can talk about it in the next podcast. So
Absolutely.
we can do it live, we can do it post, either way. But the point is, yeah, that's a great question. Get more people connected,
Yeah, for
more
sure.
people involved.
Connecting content, connecting with the people,
Yep.
by creators for creators. But are there any more
Yeah.
questions that you want to ask, or any more topics you want to go over before we get up out of here?
No, that's it. I feel like, yeah, no, that's everything. I kind of wanted to end with a joke.
What kind of joke?
I don't know. I kind of wanted to. I had a joke in mind that I was going to tell you, and I completely forgot what it was.
How you forget the joke?
I don't know. I forgot the joke though. It was maybe the
Maybe
son
that's
of.
a joke.
Maybe that's a joke, but it's. I think I told you the son of a bitch fish joke last time.
The son of a bitch fish?
Yeah, the son of a bitch fish joke. Did I tell you the
Oh,
son of a
yeah,
bitch
yeah,
fish
yeah,
joke?
yeah, yeah.
All right, that one wasn't that
Yeah,
good.
let's not go back down.
I told you the werewolf joke.
So
I
you
don't-
want
I'm
to
fresh
end
out
with a
of
joke,
jokes.
but you don't remember
But
the
I
joke?
don't remember the joke.
Damn, that's a tough one.
That's a tough one. I don't know what to do about that.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Not a joke.
Not the joke ain't there, that's for sure.
Oh my god.
That's the real joke.
I don't
I'm
know.
the real joke.
But
It's me.
Oh.
I'm the joke.
while you thinking about the joke, website will be up this week. So right now, if you're viewing this, it'll be out www.ccontentworld.com. So that's C, like the letter C, contentworld.com. You go there, and yeah, it's exactly what you think it is in the name. A lot of content world, get information about different things that are going on around the content spaces, information, education, see our content, all of it will be right there, YouTube, social medias, and everything. So all of our stuff in one place. Go there. Once again, www.ccontentworld.com. Get it? See the content.
See it. The letter C, as in cat.
I tried to be clever with that, but
Yep.
yeah.
Why did the AI refuse to play cards with the content creator? It was tired of being dealt generative hands. This is why we need to co-create with AI, because that was not a good joke, AI. You have to stay on top of it. You can't turn it all over to AI, because that will happen to you right there.
The joke from AI?
I got that joke from AI, and it was not
We just
good.
talked about being organic and all of this, and you went to AI for the joke?
Well, I was demonstrating to
I
the
don't think AI
point
can
that
tell a
AI
joke.
can't just automatically spit something out fire every time. You got to stay involved. We have to co-create with AI. This is just an example that, hey, this is good news. Because if that were a fire joke and it kept coming up with great jokes, I'd be a little worried. That joke wasn't that great. I'm going to have to go
That
back
joke
in
was
and tweak
horrible.
it. Yeah,
Hey,
which is good news.
You should give
Good
a
news.
joke from your human side,
Yeah.
like right now, and just
All right.
to combat the AI, to show to the people
Combat
like
that?
the evidence
Okay.
of what you're talking about.
All right. What did Washington say to his men when they were crossing the Delaware?
What?
What did General George Washington, say to his men when they were crossing the Delaware?
I don't know, B.
Get in the boat. That's a joke. That's a good joke.
That's worse than the AI, B.
No, it's not. That's a good joke.
What does that mean?
It just means get it. Like what else? It's
Get in the boat?
surprisingly realistic. That's what makes it funny. Like what else is he gonna tell him? Why did the chicken cross the road to get to the other side? This is life. It's simple, but it's surprising. But that's not surprising because everyone's heard it. But that wasn't a good joke, AI, and my jokes weren't good either. But I'm not a comedian.
If y'all thought that was you definitely you definitely got a ways to go to be a comedian. But
That's cool. I have no interest.
a George Washington joke is crazy.
Yeah. That's all I got. I'm not going to embarrass myself anymore. We're done. Episode 3.
Yeah, man.
That
That's
was
episode 3. We ended on a George Washington joke, so that's good content right there.
Is it? You decide.
Well,
You decide.
who has a George Washington joke just sitting in the chamber?
I've got a lot of bad jokes sitting in the chamber. I've got a lot of bad jokes sitting in the chamber. You don't want to hear them.
When you start having kids, your dad joke game gonna be crazy.
Oh, it's gonna be good.
It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be good.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
I don't know. But episode 3, Brian with the George Washington jokes. Master J,
See
we
ya.
appreciate y'all. Write in the comments what y'all think about engagement and stuff like that. And yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. We hope to see y'all next week, man.
Absolutely.
We out this
Keep
thing.
creating. Bye.